You slide out of your mother, somewhere in North America. Around you, 13 siblings slide out one after another, all crawling in the same direction toward the pouch opening on her belly. One of your siblings ahead of you loses grip and falls off your mother's side, hitting the ground below and going still. You keep crawling, pushing your legs through the thick fur with your claws digging in for grip. Another sibling bumps into you from behind, trying to climb over your back, but you shove forward harder and reach the pouch entrance first. You pull yourself inside and latch onto the first nipple you find. It swells in your mouth immediately, locking your jaw in place so you can't let go even if you tried. Skip forward 8 weeks. Your eyes open for the first time and the pouch around you is packed tight with your siblings pressing against your sides. You need more space, so you unlatch from the nipple and crawl toward the opening. Your mother is climbing a tree trunk outside, moving fast with her claws scraping against the bark. You pull yourself out of the pouch and grab onto the fur on her back, wrapping your tail around a clump of it for extra grip. But halfway up the tree, your mother jumps to another branch and the impact shakes you loose. You fall, dropping several feet before hitting the leaf litter below with your legs crumpling underneath you. Your mother doesn't stop or look back. She keeps climbing higher into the branches above. You need to catch up, so you dig your claws into the bark and scramble upward, using your legs and tail to pull yourself higher. You reach her tail hanging down and grab it, climbing hand over hand until you're back on her back where the grip is stronger. You made it back this time, but your mother won't always wait. You're 10 weeks old now, and your mother is moving along the edge of a stream with you and your siblings clinging to her back. She stops at a rock sitting half submerged in the water and flips it over with her front paws, making a crayfish scuttle backward into the current. She grabs it before it can escape, crushing its shell between her teeth and swallowing it in 2 bites. You want to try, so you climb down from her back and move toward another rock nearby. You push against it with both paws until it rolls over, and a crayfish backs away from the exposed dirt underneath. You reach for it with your paw, but it snaps forward and clamps its pincer onto your pad. You squeal and jerk your paw back, but the crayfish holds on tight, so you shake your leg hard until it finally lets go and drops into the water. Blood drips from the puncture it left behind. Then something passes overhead, blocking the sun for a second. Your mother drops flat against the ground instantly, pressing her body into the dirt with her legs tucked underneath her. Siblings freeze beside her, copying her position without making any sound. You don't understand why they stopped, but you copy them anyway, lying flat and going completely still. A hawk circles above the stream twice, turning its head from side to side while it scans the ground below. Then it flies away toward the trees farther down. Your mother lifts her head and starts moving again like nothing happened. The crayfish pinch will heal in a few days, but the memory of how it felt will stay sharp. And the hawk is still out there, circling other streams and waiting for something to move. At 3 months old, you're too big to ride on your mother anymore, so you follow her and your siblings on foot through the forest. Your mother finds a dead bird lying in the grass and your siblings rush forward, all trying to get to it first. They pile on top of each other, biting and pulling at the body while you're pushed to the outside of the group. You can't reach the meat, so you turn away and start looking for food on your own. You're hungry and need to find something to eat, so you move through the leaf litter until you spot a cluster of mushrooms growing on a rotting log. You bite into one, but the taste is bitter and makes your mouth water in the wrong way, so you spit it out and keep moving. The log looks promising, so you push against it with your paws until it rolls over, and beetles, grubs, and millipedes scatter in every direction underneath. You grab a beetle and crunch through its shell, swallowing it quickly before moving to the next one. Then you hear something moving through the bushes behind you. A young raccoon steps out and walks straight towards your log with its eyes locked on the exposed grubs. The raccoon is twice your size, so you need to protect your food. You turn toward it and open your mouth wide, hissing and showing all 50 of your teeth. The raccoon stops for a second, staring at you, but then it lunges forward without backing down. You're not strong enough to fight it, so you scramble backward and the raccoon takes over, eating the grubs you uncovered. You found food on your own and lost it just as fast. Out here, finding a meal isn't enough, and right now you're not big enough to keep what you find. You're 5 months old now and you've been on your own for 3 weeks. Your mother and siblings left without warning, so now you have to find all your food yourself. You're moving through tall grass near a clearing, eating fallen persimmons that dropped from a tree, when a fox comes out of the trees and starts running straight at you. You need to escape, so you turn and try to run, but the fox is much faster and closes the distance in seconds. Then your body locks up mid-stride, making your legs go stiff and your muscles freeze completely. You fall sideways and hit the ground hard with your mouth falling open and your tongue rolling out. You can't move anything, not your legs or your head or even your eyes, but you're still awake and can see everything happening around you. The fox reaches you and sniffs your face, pushing its nose against your cheek and neck. Then it bites down gently on your side, testing if you're actually dead, but you can't react or flinch or do anything to stop it. The fox picks you up by the scruff and carries you several feet before dropping you near a bush. It sniffs you again, then lifts its leg and urinates on the ground next to your body, marking the area as its own. Then it turns and walks away, following a different scent into the trees. You stay frozen on the ground for several more minutes, unable to move even though the fox is gone. Finally, your muscles unlock and you can breathe normally again, so you get up and stumble into the bushes with your legs shaking underneath you. Your body knew how to survive before you understood what was happening. But if the fox had been hunting for food instead of marking territory, it would have eaten you while you were still conscious and couldn't fight back. Skip forward a bit, and you're 9 months old now. You've been using a hole in a fallen log as your den for 2 weeks, dragging in leaves and grass to line the inside and make it comfortable. You've marked the trees around it by rubbing your scent glands against the bark, leaving trails that tell other opossums this area belongs to you. You're returning from foraging when you reach your den and see another opossum already inside, a young male about the same size as you. He's lying in the spot where you sleep, making himself comfortable in your home. You need to take it back, so you move toward the entrance and open your mouth wide, hissing as loud as you can. He hears you and crawls forward to the opening, then opens his mouth even wider and hisses back with all 50 of his teeth showing. You both stand there facing each other with your mouths open and drool dripping from your jaws, neither one backing down or looking away. The standoff lasts for several minutes with both of you trying to wait the other out. Then you lunge forward suddenly and snap your jaws at his face, making him jerk backward. But he recovers fast and lunges back at you. So you collide in the entrance with both of you biting at each other's heads and necks. Your teeth catch the edge of his ear and tear through it, ripping a piece off that bleeds down the side of his face. He bites into your shoulder hard enough to break through the skin and draw blood. But you shake him off and charge forward again, slamming your full weight into his side. He stumbles backward out of the log and onto the ground, so you chase after him for several more feet, while hissing until he finally runs away into the forest. You turn back and climb into your den with blood still dripping from your shoulder. The den is yours and you fought for it, but there are other males living nearby and some of them are bigger than you. You're 1 year old now, and something pulls you away from your territory for the first time. You pick up a scent trail that makes you follow it without thinking, tracking it for hours through ground you've never crossed before. The trail leads you to a female opossum foraging near a fallen tree, tearing apart rotting wood to get at the insects underneath. You need to get closer, so you move toward her slowly while making clicking sounds with your tongue. She stops eating and turns to face you, opening her mouth slightly and hissing, but she doesn't run away. You circle around her, staying close and keeping your body low to the ground. Then another male comes out of the brush on the opposite side, bigger and older than you with scars across his face and ears. He charges straight at you with his mouth open, so you lower your head and lunge forward to meet him. Both of you collide hard with your teeth snapping at each other's faces and necks. He's stronger and pushes you backward, slamming you onto your side and biting deep into your front leg. The bite tears through muscle and makes blood run down to your paw. You twist your head and bite his snout hard enough to make him release your leg, so you roll away and get back on your feet. He charges again, but you dodge sideways and bite his back leg, pulling it out from under him and making him stumble. He turns and limps back into the forest, leaving you standing alone with the female. You mate with her quickly, and then she walks away into the trees without looking back. Your front leg throbs where his teeth went through, and the wound will leave a scar that stays with you. But you won't see that female again, and you'll never know if your offspring made it to her pouch or survived the crawl. At 16 months old, you're moving slower than you used to. The leg injury from the mating fight never healed right, so you limp when you walk across uneven ground. You need to eat, so you're crossing open space toward a berry bush at the edge of the forest when a great horned owl drops from a branch above without making any sound. Its talons sink into your back, piercing through your fur and into your skin, and you're lifted off the ground with the trees dropping away below you. You twist your body hard and bite at the owl's legs, trying to make it let go. Your teeth connect with its talon and break through the scales, so the owl screeches and releases you mid-flight. Your back leg buckles wrong underneath you when you land, making the joint twist badly in a way it shouldn't. The bone doesn't break, but the leg won't support your weight anymore. The owl lands a few feet away and watches you with both of its legs now injured from your bite. Then something moves in the trees nearby, and the owl turns its head and flies away fast. You don't know what scared it off, but you're not going to wait around to find out. You drag yourself toward the bushes with both back legs trailing behind you, barely able to pull your body forward. You survive the owl, but now both of your back legs don't work right, and every step takes twice as much effort as it did before. You're 20 months old now, dragging yourself through the same route you've walked hundreds of times before. Both back legs barely work anymore, so every step forward takes longer than it used to. You need food, so you're moving toward the spot where fruit falls from a tree, stopping every few minutes to rest with your breathing getting heavier each time. You reach the tree and start eating persimmons lying on the ground, biting through the soft flesh and swallowing quickly. A bobcat comes out of the tall grass 20 feet away, moving silently toward you. It's been watching you for several minutes, tracking the way you limp and drag your legs behind you. You don't see it until it's already running, covering the distance in 3 explosive bounds. You try to turn, but your legs collapse underneath you, making you fall sideways onto the ground. Your body tries to go stiff and trigger the death response, but the reaction comes too slow. The bobcat's jaws close around your neck before you finish falling, and its teeth cut through your spine instantly. Your body goes completely limp. Everything stops. The bobcat drags you into the bushes and feeds. By the next day, only scattered fur and small bones remain under the leaves. Life as an opossum might be rough, but there's another animal out there that has it way worse. Trust me, it's wild. Check out the video and see for yourself.